Welcome to my channel, guys. So today we are starting a tutorial on Microsoft Excel. Yes, so this is the first tutorial on Excel. It's going to be a basic understanding of what Excel can do. It's going to be a tutorial for beginners, and eventually slowly we will get into advanced tutorial as well on the same Microsoft Excel. So today is a basic understanding. So as this is the first video, we will have only the basic knowledge about Excel. So it is very useful for the beginners, and eventually, as I mentioned, so every week we will publish one video on Excel tutorial, and we will speak about more and more formulas and how Excel can help us in day-to-day life. So as you guys know, it's going to be an introduction on formulas and function lookups and reference functions. So basically we will speak about each and everything of, useful from Microsoft Excel for us. So if you're a beginner or if you're learning Microsoft Excel, I think this is a good platform for you to understand the tool and also implement it in your day-to-day life. So let's get started. And before we start, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and click on the bell icon, and I'll also click on the like and comment if you like this video. Okay, so this is how an Excel sheet looks. It's called as a spreadsheet, and so this entire stuff is called as a spreadsheet, and one single thing is called as a cell. I will highlight this. So this is called as columns, and these ones are called as rows. So this is how it looks. So these are columns, and the one on the left hand side are rows, and this one are called as cells. So the above, if you see, this one is called as tabs. Okay, you can see the cursor. So these one are called as tabs, and once you click on tab, the one icons below tabs are called as ribbon. So this is a basic understanding. This is our first tutorial on Excel, so it is going to be very basic, mainly used for people who doesn't know Excel. Okay, so this sheet, you can increase the sheet, and these sheets are called as workbook. You can name them accordingly. You can just right click on this and you can name it accordingly. So you can name it as per the sheet you want, like you can name it as a project, or you can name it as a balance sheet. You can name it month wise, and like I said, you can also click on the plus icon and then you can increase the number of worksheets. So how to make a simple data and table. So now you have a basic understanding of how Excel looks. So now we will show you how we can make a basic table and how to use formulas to calculate data. So if you take a simple spreadsheet and you can label it, I'm just showing an example. So depending on your needs, you can name it accordingly. So I'm just put serial number, name and month, Jan, Feb, March and April. So I'm going to put serial numbers like this, 1 2 3 4. I can also drag down so that the numbers gets auto populated, and I can drag it as much as I want depending on my data. So let's say I will keep it at 10, and I will add some random names here. So depending on your requirement, you can do this sheet. I'm just showing an example, so how you can create a dashboard kind of thing. This is a simple data I'm adding so that I can help you with the calculations, also simple calculations for today. I'm just putting random names. So like I said, this is only for beginners, the first tutorial. So please do follow us and click on the subscribe button so that we come up with a lot of complicated formulas in future. We will publish the video once a week, and we will keep sharing information every week. So I'm done adding the names. So now I will add some numbers to it. So maybe let's say in Jan this person has sold 1500 whatever. So I'm just putting a random number month wise. I'll do the same for others also. Excel is very vast, so it will need a lot of attention to understand, but this is a basic tutorial only for the beginners, and slowly we will increase the complexity. So it is useful if you follow it from the beginning, and also implement it in your office or wherever applicable. Try and implement this data and keep practicing it, because without practice it is going to be very difficult to understand Excel. So I've just copy pasted this. So a report is ready. So now I will show you how to put a formula. Okay, so let's say I want to add the columns and as well as the rows month wise, and a grand total. Okay, so before that I'm just showing how to increase, I mean how to change the fonts, or how to put the labels in bold. These are just some alignment I'm doing, so you can play around with the tool. So I'm currently on the tab home, and under home I have a lot of options. I'm just sharing what all I can do. I will show you some information so that once you have time you can just open an Excel sheet in your laptop or your desktop and just try it out. I'm just changing colors also accordingly. Okay, so I have some data which is looking good to put a calculation. I can change the alphabets as well as the entire column. If you see, I have two different combinations of colors here. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna add, I'll show you how to put a total to this without using your calculator. So it's a simple formula which is going to be very useful for you guys. You don't have to waste a lot of time using your calculators or using your notepads. So we will speak about a simple formula today, like I said. So what I will basically do is I will try and add column wise and also row wise. Okay, so let's say row wise, column wise, I'm going to put a total here. I'm going to add a text as total, and I'm going to put a total month wise also. Okay, say I mean individual wise, I want to add up all 4 months to see how much sales he has done, and overall also I want to see overall individually how many sales these 10 people have done. So this is month wise as well as month wise individually, as well as total sales done for the past 4 months. So if I want to see in Jan how many sales we have done, for I have 10 people and I want to see in Jan how many sales totally I have done. So I will put the total here, and I will go to formulas, and if you see an option as auto sum. Okay, so if you just click on this, it is telling you 12,100 sales were done in the month of Jan. So accordingly I will do the same for Feb. I will just highlight the months and numbers, and then I click on auto sum. So this is very basic, very basic stuff. As I said, this is just a first tutorial, so I don't want to complicate stuff. I'm teaching from scratch so that it is easier for for people to understand, especially for beginners who does not have much information on Excel sheet. So I will do the same thing individually also. Now if I want to see if this person in 4 months how many sales he has done, only this person, so I will same like I did it for the other formulas. I will select everything like this and I will click on auto sum. I can also drag from a total, but I will not complicate it like I said now. So I'm just showing you basic stuff for people who don't know anything about Excel. I'm almost done here. So like this, if you see, once this is done, so you can see individually for 4 months how many sales this person has done, or if I want to see in Jan month how many sales I have done as a company. Okay, so I have both the data, and if you see 50,920 is a grand total of overall all the sales we have done for the past 4 months. So this is giving me all the total sales I have done for these 4 months individually as well as overall numbers. So we have come to end of our first tutorial. So on the next tutorial we'll speak about formulas and functions.